Alright, here we go. Second attempt at covering this evaluation day thing. My first one, I was just kind of rambling. I don't like that. So, we are staying in the Galloway Inn. So when you complete the orientation and hands-on training, they may move you to the Galloway Inn down the road to make room for the new students that come in on the Sunday class. So, and for those coming back for evaluation, you might either be at Maverick at their yard, at their little hotel, or here at the Galloway Inn. And it's a hotel room, it's nothing to really show off. But anyway, I know what you all came here for, evaluation. This is what exactly happened today. I'll just quickly go through the things that we hit today. I thought it was a one-day evaluation process. It's actually 2 days. So we went over introductions, expectations, which is, hey, you get a few attempts at these tests, and if you don't pass them, eventually what they said is if you fail it enough, they're going to send you home, like permanently. So thanks for trying out and going through all the training in the truck and all that entails. Anyway, so next we covered some communication. And under that, we went through over the OmniTracks a little bit more. Then we had a 15-question test on a computer. Then we went over the media management system and a couple of macros, 19 and 21, to cover trailers when you swap them or pick up a new one. They wanted you to be able to basically send the correct information to identify if there's problems with the trailer or if there are no problems. Let's see, we went over electronic logging device, which is what? The OmniTracks? Well, anyway, we had a 20-question test on that one, on the computer. All this is open book, open note. After that, we had 3 time management scenarios. They put them up on a slide. They give some start times, some delivery times, and said, okay. We walked through some information with the instructor, and then he gave us tests. Each one of these, there was 3 of them. There's 3 scenarios. Each time we would stop and discuss the scenario prior to taking the 5-question test. If basically he said if you miss on a test with 10 questions, you can only miss 1. A question with 20 questions, you can miss 2, and so on. Well, these are 5-question tests, so you can't miss any. We got 3 of those. That wrapped us up at 11 o'clock. We started at 8. That finished us at 11. We went to lunch for an hour. Fried chicken today, delivered. Then we came back and took a big monster 25-question test on map reading. And this wasn't like, hey, trip planning or anything. This was identifying things on a map. They would give you a question, wanting to know what exit was at when I-94 meets whatever highway. What is that exit number identified on the map? Questions like that. They want to make sure you are competent in being able to read an atlas and identify what's on there. Let's see, we did cover a few things that they typically do on tomorrow, but he wanted to be sure we got as much as we could done today with the time we had allotted. So we went over a pre-trip video in which we could take notes. And if you have your FMCSR book, you can utilize that for a 20-question test, and that was a pretty good test. Let's see, then we went over equipment. There was a video we watched. They covered all the equipment you get. I had personally, when I first went through orientation and training, hands-on training, I wrote down a list of all the, they give us a list, and I copied it down as my notes because all our tests are open book, so I figured I'll just write them all down. So that was a 10-question test. That was pretty quick. We also had securement. This is a 25-question test, but it basically covered all the securement methods we've been trained prior to showing up for all this. You learned it all in orientation and hands-on training. You experience it in real life when you do driving in the truck with your trainer. And let's see, then we watched about 40 minutes worth of videos. Value-driven driving, which covers, ways to avoid accidents, which we all want to do, right? Then a little video called 1085 Echo, which is code for somebody obvious fatality. and it was all about texting while you drive and how it's bad. And I agree. Distracted driving is just a way to shorten your life and somebody else's by accident. Then we watch videos on Optimized Idle and Park Smart. Park Smart is their EPU system that cools and heats their truck, and it basically went over how to use that the best way possible to get the maximum benefit out of the heat or cooling that you are looking for. In the Optimized Idle video, that was for their 2015 trucks, because they all have that ability to start themselves and charge themselves as needed. The big thing for today was the map reading, trip planning. There are 8 people. That pretty much covers today. Tomorrow we got, from what I understand, some more videos. And I'll do a video on tomorrow, so I won't talk much about tomorrow. But anyway, we're bringing our gear. I'm assuming we're doing some securements. We have 8 people in my evaluation class. There was one guy that's in this evaluation that was in my orientation and hands-on training class. Everybody else is, I don't know. I don't know if that's a predictor of how well people are doing, or it's just that's how it's working out on the calendar, because everybody's training is different. Let's see. Of those, I'm one of 8. I was the only one allowed to leave because everybody else had to stay and retest because they had missed 1 or 2 tests, or maybe more, that they had to reaccomplish. But they give you these second and third and fourth chances by going over the information with you. So don't lose hope. The thing is if you reach, he said of the 525 students they had last year, or he had, through evaluation, 7 of them went home. So 7 out of 525 is a pretty good statistic. That's it for today. I'm going to try and keep these videos, no matter how short you try to keep them, they're huge in size and take forever to upload. And the internet connection at Galloway Inn leaves a lot to be desired. And my wife hates the stuff growing on my face, but I don't care. I've had to cut my hair and shave for the last 25 years, and I'm kind of taking a break. Sorry, honey. Give this a thumbs up if you made it this far. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. If you found that these videos are helpful to the point where you're like, hey, I think I'll go with Maverick because you've seen these, I would be grateful if you'd put my name down as a reference, because it helps out my family and gives them a little something extra if you put myself down as a reference. If not, and you choose to go, I'm not trying to convince you to go with Maverick. I'm just basically giving the information as I see it. My opinion, it's not fact. So if you choose to go with a different company, or choose not to truck drive at all because you're really finding out that it's really not what you want, I think everybody should do what makes them happy. And if truck driving isn't it, then you should pursue something else. I'm just trying to pass out the information. So anyway, enough rambling. I'll try to get this uploaded as quickly as I can, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. It starts at 9 a.m. Today started at 8. Supposedly we're going to be handed off to operations at 1 o'clock, and I'll be like an official truck driver then. I don't know. I'll find out, and I'll let you know tomorrow. This is getting exciting.